not sure if the feed's up yet. Can't see it. Yeah, it says we are live now. There we go. Hey, ooh. Okay, cool. We'll just wait for some more peeps to join before we start. Give it a minute.
I saw what I wanted to see and then I screwed it up like an idiot. Karen, what is wrong with your driving tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Not a good start.
Can you guys hear us?
I'll be able to do a proper check shortly.
There's a small delay. Can you guys hear us? Yes. Great. So audio check, video check. We are live.
Switch the gun off.
Let's go see what's happening outside.
So, what do we got, Jack?
Let's do some unpacking. So we got our Muscle Militia overall jackets. So we're going to do our unpacking unboxing. The jackets. I'm so excited to see who the next militias are that are going to wear these jackets. So these are our Muscle Militia bomber jackets. Old school bomber jackets for the fans. Are you ready to see these trophies? Should we take a look inside? So these bad boys arrived yesterday afternoon. I am so excited to see them. There's no two are the same. Each one is individually. Oh my goodness. They're actually 6 kilos each. I know that because I had to put the weight in for shipping, so all the way from our guy in the Western Cape. Super. Oh, that's one. 2. Oh, here's the scissors. Scissors? Literally.
It's your Saturday edition of the Carl Fashion Show. Wherever you are in the country, I hope we're keeping you entertained. I hope we're giving you that good feeling, those good vibrations on a Saturday night, because that's what we need right now. We've got about half an hour left of the show, which means I'm going to give you my final mix for the evening. I'm the next making my favorite hundred moments. We'll wrap up the show and hand over my voice to Dave Down. Shout out to
In Das We Trust.
Campus player over Cafe Rose.
Can you also scratch my back?
Fly. That one is pre-sliced. This feels like way heavier than 6 kilos.
What's good, kid?
So there's one for each of our overalls. Bikini, figure, men's physique, classic physique, bodybuilding. And of course there's the team coach award. Oh yes. And this one is for our awesome sponsor. Thank you, Irfan. For one of those bad boys for you.
What else you got here, Candy?
Next, those green jackets I was telling you guys about, they have arrived and they look amazing. Let's have a look at this one. See whose one this is.
I'm gonna swing around this side.
Yes, catch me this side. So, there we go. Representing what effectively is the main regional for 2019. It's like our national championship. This year giving out our green jackets at our national championship.
Obviously, the Team South Africa is Big Man Weekend, baby.
Yeah.
We're traveling to the Rock, Atleticon.
Yeah, when we travel, like we normally travel with all our militia wear, so
Let's have a look at that.
this will be a great one. A great piece in the collection.
What patch you got inside there?
So let's see who this one belongs to. Maybe it's mine. Oh yes, yes, it's mine. This calls for a wardrobe change. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. You know what I like to say? Eye candy brings all the girls to the yard.
I think we had this at most Eye Candy Cape Town,
Yeah.
and probably will have it in
Okay, let's see who we
Nice
have
militia.
next.
our monsters bring all the battles
this is a
to
big
the
one.
stage.
This is a big one. Must be one of the guys. Okay. Okay, this is the men's physique champion for 2019. It's jacket. Cool. Now I'm going to pop them.
In their backs, yeah. We're just getting warmed up, baby. Wait till the medals, the buttons. We've got some shit arriving at the office.
Let's see who we have next. This is bum ba da ba figure champ. Who's our reigning men's physique champ? Vincenzo.
Vinny.
Hey Vinny, you want 2 of these in your collection? Vinny's the defending champ, right? Reigning champ. Reigning champ.
He is the 2018 champ.
That's right. 2018 figure champ is Yolandi Parsons. Here we go. Which one is this? It's small, so it's technically for a lady. Bikini. So our 2018 bikini champ cannot defend her title because she has crossed over to the IFBB Professional
So this
League
is a-
Pros.
This is a vacant title.
Yeah, this title's up for grabs.
This is a vacant title. Vanessa,
She swapped her title out for
Pro
a pro
card.
card, baby.
and I'm sure she'll be there to hand us over.
Definitely. Definitely.
Give a big kiss. You know what happens, what the crown has brought her, and we believe whoever takes this title will be a future IFBB Pro League Pro.
Yeah.
We believe that we've got some serious talent in South Africa. So That's what we feel these overall prizes ultimately represent, and will get you, if you continue your journey with us. What you got there?
I got an XXL. It's gotta be bodybuilding. But there are some oaks that can fill this. Let me just tell you guys, I'm the only person that knows exactly who has entered, every single one of you. This is gonna be the show of all shows. In the time that I know bodybuilding, and like Garen dragged me to a couple of shows when I was really not interested, all round candy. Oh wait, I didn't show you who this was. There are some names coming back. This is gonna be a show of forever. Bodybuilding, babe. The legends are coming out. Let's just say all the legends are coming back. Old and new. Sweet. Who's your one?
So there you have it. That's the unboxing of the overall Muscle Militia Grand Prix 2019.
You are going to be taking these babies home. We're back there.
Yeah, you're back.
So we're back. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night live Q&A, the last Q&A before the Muscle Militia Grand Prix 4. What are we going to chat about?
I'm gonna switch that over to the other side.
Yes, please, so we can see my face. Whew. All these wardrobe changes. So we've already got a ton of questions, but you wanted to chat about that first.
Yeah. Let's just size this up correctly. Where are you going to be sitting? I need you sitting in position, please.
I'm right here.
So then sit right here. Right, so what have we got to share? What are we looking at? Atleticon, guys. This announcement was made the week before we left for Olympia. Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia with 7 Buck Productions will be hosting Atleticon in Atlanta in 2020. Candy and I will be there. We will be selecting our South African team at the Big Man Weekend to attend this event. This will be basically the World Cup for Pro League, in my opinion. The entire world will descend on this event for the title and the honors to represent. Kenny and I will be managing the team and selecting the top 3 South Africans will automatically make the team to compete at Atleticon. So that's our big news that I really would like to kick off the live with is that everybody needs to familiarize themselves with this event and what it entails and how we align and Basically, it's made up of 3 pillars. The first pillar is anything fitness related.
Athletic.
It's the athletics pillar, so it's the World Cup Pro League, guys. Pro League is hosting a contest. That'll be for pro cards that you'll be going to battle for. So Pro League is involved, the UFC is involved, the WWE is involved, Titan Games. They have huge production value, massive
And they're gonna
commercial
have
value, and it's about time South African or bodybuilding, the sport of bodybuilding, is going to make it to the TV. That's what I'm so excited about, is that finally we're going to make an impact on mainstream TV with our sport. I'm very excited with that. So the platform is definitely going to be huge.
We've been saying it for a while that we're going worldwide, and this is it. We're going worldwide.
Okay, so let's hit play on what we've got here.
We are back here in this space. We got a lot of people working very hard.
We've been developing this one for years.
We're working on a really cool thing. We are bringing together the best of athletics,
Wellness, entertainment, all in one unforgettable experience. We cannot wait to see you there.
all of you guys, thousands, maybe millions, I don't know.
Sweet.
So that's what I'd like to kick today's share on.
So the top 3 South Africans make the team. So regardless of your placing, at the Big Man Weekend, it's obviously open to the entire world, but the top 3 South Africans. Cool. What's up next? Oh, we're going to go through the website. So we got the website working. We can browse through the website. Pop it that side, please. Thank you. So you can show your face and I will talk through the website. Okay, cool. So for those of you that are tuning in and don't know where to go register or find all the info that you need to know about the Muscle Militia Grand Prix, which is taking place next week, Saturday, champagneproductions.co.za will take you to the main event page. And you'll see we are 5 days, 3 hours, 31. Well, that's till the midnight. So, yeah. This is where you can download the inspection report. Very important. Let's see. Just get that going in the other tab. Here's the show poster. I've had a lot of people asking me for the show poster so they can share it, so you can grab it here off the website. Our venue is at the Hartfeld Arena. For those of you that tuned in on Thursday, we were at the relaunch of the Hartfeld Arena. A couple of years ago, the venue burned down, so this was their official relaunch. It's quite a spectacular venue, and we can't wait to have the next one there in the big side in the arena. So at the Muscle Militia Grand Prix, we have also got the model search running again this year. So to get all the information on the model search, you can find it on the main Muscle Militia page. You can also enter directly from this page. So under all the entry options, you'll find all the entries, which are at the standard online rate at the moment. And just to remind you that all entries, all packages, tickets, athlete services, all of that closes midnight on Wednesday, the 24th of September. So you need to get your orders in by Wednesday midnight. Also, you need to send us your proof of payment for your orders to finalize and complete your order. The box office will open again on Friday at registration from 3 p.m. as well as the on-site registration, which will start at 3 p.m. at the venue. You can still book TAN on-site on Friday if you have missed the online opportunity. You are just not guaranteed very favorable time slots, so there will be graveyard time slots, and I'm sure none of you want to have
on-site penalties for booking on-site.
Yeah, So it is possible and stuff. So that's the website. All the information is there. If there's anything that's not there that you need to know, if you browse through the top tabs, that is where you will find all the rules and regulations, okay, for all the divisions.
So primarily the main question I get asked, guys, is on the classic physique height to weight ratio. So there you'll find the information. And we've also got a video that I recommend you check out on some posing there with George and Steve, Big Steve. So have a look at their rules and information. That'll save you a little bit of hassle in making sure that you understand what's expected of you guys when it comes to stage. Another thing I'd like to just highlight then is also the coaches and teams. Guys, we did touch on this in our last live. We encourage the coaches to reach out to us to get listed on this, so that when people are asking me, hey, I need a coach, who do you recommend? This is where I send the people to sign up or look into a coach, and this can be your brag wall, so to speak. So whether you're a transformation specialist or you're a lifestyle coach, or you actually have no interest in prepping people to stage, this is still a platform for you to advertise and market your services, provided that you can show us that you understand what Pro League is about. And then once again, the battle for the coaches and teams to see who's going to take this year's Muscle Militia. George is the defending champ. Previous to George, we've had Vic Ali in 2017, and then 2016, my body guru and Henny Kotze won the inaugural Muscle Militia title. In saying that, I want to just touch on something that I completed in the past 48 hours. I worked till 4 o'clock this morning to finish up something very special for the introduction that will open Muscle Militia at 5 o'clock.
It's called jet lag. That's why you were up so late. So 5 o'clock, guys, for the main show. We hit play. Regardless of who's in the auditorium, who's not there, it will press play at 5. At 5:30, the official
show starts with the MC that'll be on stage. But I encourage anybody that wants to know the history of us, 5 o'clock. Very special.
Okay, cool. So just we still have limited. I just want to go there to the where's the online store button? There. That one, yes.
Online store.
Okay, go there. So online store, and there you'll find the link for Dolls and Dukes custom stagewear. I still have very limited sizes available.
Classic physique, guys. Here's your opportunity. Exclusive. Nobody else has got this. Nobody. Okay.
We're all about unpackaging and unboxing today.
There we go. Look at that, guys. Direct from the head office, the NPC packaging in the packaging. NPC wear. Candy and I have started importing and have available all the NPC wear. Check it out.
Wait, look at where you have to hold it.
You do the demo.
There we go. The OGs. So I have got seriously limited numbers left. And if you want yourself a pair of these, you can head on over to the link under the online store.
Candy's doing is taking over the mouse.
Do you want to go back to
Yeah, well, you might as well finish back where you were instead of taking people out of the place.
Okay, so whoa. Mouse. There we go, that's better. Okay, so back on the online store. Under Athlete Services, this is where you can find where you can make your makeup booking for the Wonder Bar, order your stage photos, studio photos, your combo packages. This is where you can order your tan service. So remember, these items do close Wednesday midnight as well. Okay. That's it, G. I am done with what I wanted to show on the website.
Oh, well, then just go through some of the Impro stuff and the other clothing. Impro, please.
Okay, and for those of you that remember, we launched the Empro Wear. We still also have limited sizes available in these. I know most of the extra larges are gone and smalls.
Okay, yeah, so put your orders in, available for collection at registration of Muscle Militia. We'll make sure that your orders are available for all clothing, all items at your registration. MMGP wear. Some of the stuff that I've got on there, so we've got that, it's now available. So all of that is available, and we'll fully customize it with the team's logos, whatever you want. We've got the bomber jackets, we've got the hoodies, the caps.
And these you can order all year round. Once the show is over, then we will have the option for you guys to collect it from Rampart Ridge, Johannesburg, or we can courier it to you at any time.
Okay, we can just touch on one more thing from the store, if I can go back here, is your tans, Uber Tan or Top Tan. You can use either of those buttons. Top Tan is a product where Uber Tan are official applicators, so you're just effectively booking the product. They'll still be your applicators. Muscle Militia, gender, male, female, because that obviously dictates the amount of quantity in the lineups. And then the packages are stipulated as international or local, guys. We strongly recommend the international products. They just last the full day, and the quality of product is far superior. So if you're on a budget, unfortunately, go with the option that we're providing in the local, but we will encourage that the Uber Tanners will still look after you whether you've taken a local package.
So while we're on the tan, can I just maybe answer one or two questions that have come through
Sure.
about the tan? So some of the questions that I got ahead of time was, for the athletes that have booked their tan and glam, when are they going to receive their schedule? So once the online bookings close on Wednesday, we collate all the bookings that have come in, and by Thursday you will have your schedule for show day on the Saturday. So those schedules go out Thursday for the tan and the glam. Okay. I had another question. What time must we be there on Saturday for our tans? So the schedule will go out, and it will go out, and we will schedule you according to the order of classes. We will also be putting out the order of classes probably tomorrow. We'll put out the order of classes just so that you guys know more or less what time of the day you're going to be on. Okay, there was another one. So what happens if we register on Friday? When will we know what time our tan will be on Saturday? So when you come on Friday and you book your tan on the day, the schedule will be there on the day, and the Uber Tan admin will give you your time there and then and let you know when you are on the Saturday. Okay, because that will be on the updated schedule. Okay, G, let's take the website down.
NPC wear. Okay, what else you want to talk over?
Okay, swap seats. Yes.
Look at my shirt, exclusive, some big man weekend wear from Juan Carlos in Spain and Emilio.
Take this down, please.
Okay, we can take down. There we go. What other questions you got?
Okay, I'm going to go through some of the questions. You can scroll there and show me some new ones, but some of the questions that have come in. So let's go through them. So what is the closing date for registration? So the online registration closes midnight, Wednesday, the 24th. Thereafter, on-site registration starts on Friday at the venue from 3 p.m. onwards. We have put an end time of 8 p.m., but we won't close if there's a queue. Next question. Body piercings. Are body piercings allowed and body jewelry allowed? So from what we've seen and what we understand, the belly rings are not an issue, but we have seen that they do ask the gentlemen to remove their nipple rings.
And earrings?
And earrings. So the only jewelry that is permitted for the men are your wedding ring. Ladies, they don't have a problem with you wearing a belly ring. Okay, next question I got. So somebody asked, how harshly are competitors judged if they have tattoos, and to what degree are they judged? Judge?
Tattoos?
Yes, tattoos.
Well, if it's affecting your ability to see, then surely it must impact on your performance and your placing. But if it doesn't hamper on what you can see, then no problem. I mean, for me, I've got a tattoo that covers the whole right side of my deltoid, and for me, my left side would then be my best side for a display because you see far more detail. So if that you take into consideration, does it hurt you? Yes, if you are hiding detail. If your tattoo doesn't hide detail, then no, it doesn't. So there are options that you can look into for products, but I don't believe that they're essentially required. You can still win, you can still place, you can still have the best package even with a tattoo.
Yes, so just going back to something that Shan asked, at registration, it's the base coat tan. So there's no scheduled time for base coat tans. It is first come, first serve. So when you come to registration, you register, you do all your admin with me and my team, and thereafter you go and have your base coat done. And they've got a queue for the girls and they've got a queue for the guys. So there's no specified time for your base coats. And then show coats happen according to the schedule on Saturday. Thanks, Shan. Okay. So we had someone ask, should first call-outs prepare a posing routine for main show? Everybody should prepare a posing routine if it's required of you.
Yeah, but how will we determine it? Well, the athletes meeting, number of athletes will determine how long and how we schedule the show. For me, it's a call if we promote on the day. But yeah, I'd like everybody to be prepared. We could ask everybody. But yeah, main show, everybody will do a routine.
Well, it's normally the top 5, but that's why you're saying it all depends on the lineup. So, and then if your division calls for a routine, remember to please bring your music on
Registration on Friday.
Yes, a registration on Friday, but it can be on a memory stick. Please, we do not accept any music from WhatsApp, just purely because of the quality. You lose the quality, and you don't want your routine and your music just to sound not so great on stage. So we're all about high quality here. Okay, I had somebody ask me, what percentage body fat should I be to enter? So that isn't a requisite for our shows or for our contests. There's nobody running around with a body fat caliper. Right. Okay, I've had this question come around quite a lot. Do I need to come to the check-in and registration on the Friday if I have registered online? So definitely, the Friday check-in and registration is to confirm that what you did in fact enter is the correct category that you're in. So a lot of guys have asked me because they're worried they're not going to make weight and they need to change their entry. So you don't have to worry about that. That's the point of the check-in and registration, so that we can make sure you are in the right class. Okay, what time does the main show start? I think G touched on that. 5 p.m. the press play button is going to happen. So the show starts at 5 p.m.
It's like nothing you've ever been a part of before, seen before. This is a proper production. I've been telling you guys every year that like we have been busy building something, and I think we're finally able to encapsulate and put it in a package that is now the start of many big shows to come. We will build on this, we'll record it, we'll capture it, but at 1700 hours, cannot wait to press play.
So, Junior Safiso, yes, your music can also be on a CD or memory stick.
Okay, I encourage the guys that have handed in music before and haven't collected it, get in touch, come have a look. There's a box. I have a massive shoebox with all the fast memory sticks and CDs that are in there.
Well, I'm just going to take it with to registration. So if you have previously handed it in, you can check with Ethan. Ethan's the DJ. He will have all of those old ones. So you guys can come and check. They're all still labeled. So, all right.
But please, guys, make sure your music know vulgar language. We try to keep it clean. Anybody that doesn't submit the correct music will get DJ's choice. Alternatively, skip.
Yeah, and if you're looking for rock music, the DJ doesn't have much of that, so you got to bring your rock music. So we've had quite a lot. We all have families and stuff. So will there be a discount for kids? Yes, there will be. Children under 5 are free, and at the door, children under 12 pay half price at the door only. Cool.
And then what is the schedule of divisions, guys? This week we'll put out a full schedule, like we did last year, of exactly what we think will be the guide, and then obviously we'll show it up in the athletes meeting. But the running order of who goes in what order will be confirmed. We're going to make sure that's listed this week for you guys.
Yeah, and remember, for the athletes, Gert, my backstage manager, he will at all times have his schedule with my guesstimate of approximately when you guys are going to go on. And I'm normally out by like maybe 1 or 2 minutes or exactly on time. So that'll help you guys with regards to knowing when to eat and when to start your protocols. So, okay, I've had another question that came in. I am an IFBB BBSA athlete. May I enter Muscle Militia? Of course you can.
We're open to everyone.
Champagne Productions events, IFBB Professional League is open to all athletes from all federations, amateur and pro. So,
in fact, there's a number of pros from other federations that have handed their cards back to be battling at this year's show.
That's right. Okay, next question that I got was, do I have to place top 3 or win my lineup to be able to enter into the big man?
Nope. You just have to participate. We will give you a card, a regional card, that entitles you to then compete in the pro qualifier or the big man weekend and any other pro qualifier anywhere in the world for 1 calendar year.
Yes, for 1 calendar year. So that's some news that came back from Las Vegas with us, is that your regional card is valid for 1 calendar year.
Okay, so in that, Candy and ourselves will be taking a team to the Arnold Classic in Ohio. We had a brief chat with Bob Lorimer to let him know that we'll be bringing a team over to Columbus to compete at the original Arnold's. I mean, guys, you got to see this thing. It's massive. It's an amazing experience. So we will be heading out there March next year with a team. So those that want to compete, Muscle Militia Regional, make sure that we have our eyes on you to add you to the traveling team.
And that goes for anybody that has competed at any of our regionals this year, because our first contest happened after. So it will just be valid. Yeah.
Another thing is Candy must also be putting some fan packages for next year's 2020 Olympia. For those that followed us through to Las Vegas, will have an idea of what it was that we experienced and what the Super Bowl of bodybuilding is like. It's incredible. I can't actually put into words. I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see some of the people and discuss some of the results, because I feel like that's, at the end of the day, it's just your opinion. Unless you were there and you saw it live, it's very difficult to judge on a screen. So yeah, we'll touch base with quite a number of you fans and peeps that are interested over the next few weeks, and especially at Muscle Militia, let us know. Reach out to us. We've got packages that we're putting together with hotels, the tickets, the excursions, flights, everything. We'll package it as a one-stop shop.
Like we do when we travel with the athletes. So,
yeah, so
always works out.
If there are athletes also that want to compete, but yeah, we'll be putting together the fan package. The athlete package will just include extra 2 days prior for the competition. So it's pretty much, we will bring the fans to support the athletes that we want to take with as well. So
it's definitely something to add to your bucket list.
yeah, it was the top of my bucket list, and it's become like my focus for my entire life at the moment. It's amazing to be a part of that.
That's all the questions I have, and I don't really see anything more online. So
yeah, with that in mind, guys, the trip to the Dwayne Johnson event, Atlanta 2020, we select a South African team that to travel with us. That is going to be next level stuff. I cannot wait to be part of that. That's going to be like lifetime dreams for people that haven't even realized what that. We're gonna build on that. That's gonna be such a legacy.
yes, and it's the first one.
The very first one. So Big Man Weekend, guys. Muscle Militia, Big Man, part of that experience. Join us, MPC worldwide. We are going global, and very proud.
Yes, very much so.
I'm
just checking for more questions.
What do you got there?
Will you consider athletes that don't compete this year for Athleticon?
Guys, you need to go being in a regional. If you haven't done a regional, we won't consider you. It's that simple. So yes, the regionals I feel are a bit late in the year to be putting us or putting yourself on our radar to make sure you have you eligible to compete. But certainly yes, if you haven't done something, it's not written off. It just makes it a little bit tougher, and you must engage with us. Let us know that you plan to do so and have intention to be part of IFBB Pro League in South Africa with the events that Champagne Productions are hosting. Yeah, we will keep you informed, updated, and aligned to what it is that we're doing, how we're doing it, and yeah.
But our selection is from the Big Man Weekend, so you have to be at the Big Man Weekend. That is the selection criteria.
Key.
Okay, question. When we arrive on Friday, will we get base coat first, then register? It's really, I guess,
There's
up to the queue.
Yeah, 2 queues running simultaneously, guys. Will they be having a bit of a briefing with you guys at the same time so you can do an experience like you've never had before, I promise you.
Yeah, so I think then it's very important to note that if you have registered online, you will go to the I've registered online and I'm going to skip any long queue.
You pick up basically what happens if let's maybe touch on that. What's going to happen is if you have registered online, your paperwork is done, you're picking it up. Okay, it's completed for you. You will have to sign it. Okay, that signifies that you agree to the rules and that you conform to what are regulations. You submit that. I take that, put it in the envelope. But I will enter your information on an Excel spreadsheet at the registration for us to verify that we have you in the correct category and division. Okay?
You get measured, you get weighed, where applicable.
Where applicable, we assign you the number. We don't give it to you. The reason we don't give it to you is because you guys are on diet brain and you're so excited you're getting some carb back in your life and you lose it. So we hang on to it and we'll hand it to you at the athletes meeting. If you want to know what your numbers is, hang tight. We'll share with you in the morning at the athletes meeting, 10 a.m. We will give you and issue you with your badge number and then the protocol that we are expecting from you for the day. Information on how the show runs. We'll do last little bit of protocol for presentation round, confirmation or judging round, the confirmation rounds, timing, who's calling who from which areas with the backstage team, how the works, the tanning areas, the pump up zones, everything related to the show will be packaged in the athletes meeting At the same time, we will give you the information of what we're doing in the main show, when you guys need to be at a specific point, and how the athletes align to that 5 p.m. introduction movie.
Yes. The history of Champagne Productions.
4 years of Muscle Militia in the making, and we're throwing it back to the very first one and taking you on a journey and showing you how it runs parallel in a storyline to the Avengers. So the superheroes that we call to stage, and how the message and the similarities that we have in that we've had a split and there's a loss and we lost friends, and you know what, we owed it to everybody in the room to believe in what we believe.
Stop giving away that.
You'll
What
see.
is wrong with you? Just okay.
It's
Any
good.
rules?
30 minutes long.
Any rules on facial hair for the gents? This is a question from a
No.
gent. So there's no rules on facial hair. In fact, we had a very, very long conversation with Chris Bumstead, and we told him about like the whole Movember thing that we do here in South Africa, and how we've got some classic guys that like to grow the snore or the same like him. So yeah, I'm going to be hashtagging him in some of your stories just to prove it. So yeah, so he's got it. There's no rules on the facial hair.
It's,
Right, do you have
yeah,
any
from
comments?
a judge's perspective, it's package, guys. If it suits and what you need and completes your package, rock it, whatever that means. Style it to what best suits you.
Okay, another question. Do we need to bring our bikini with to registration, or be wearing it on Friday? So definitely bring it with. Just we want to see the bikini just to make sure that it's correct. Most of the time it's just too big. So you've still got an opportunity to make the necessary adjustments. So we are there to help you guys look your best on stage.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with checking, guys. It's encouraged. It's an education process. This is a debut season for a lot of people, so the learning process is underway with us. So allow us to guide you, educate you, and assist you in looking your best at the registration, rather than just before you go on stage and you're stuck.
Yeah, and for the athletes that have registered already, once you register, I do send you your competitors guide. It's not very long, but it's quite detailed and gives you such a lot of insight on exactly how the day is going to run. So if you haven't received it and you are a registered athlete, just drop me a WhatsApp and I'll send it off to you. I have had quite a few athletes say they didn't get certain messages, and when I reply, it is there, but they don't get it. So it could be because of the in and out of the country that we were. So more questions? Yes. Will every athlete be in the main show, or just top selection from pre-judging? That's a very good question, because we are only going to be taking the top 10 athletes to the main show. So the real cream of the crop get to go to the main show and battle out for those awesome overall awards that we have.
Yep. So it's in my opinion, is an achievement to make the main show at Muscle Militia. Whether you place or not, just making it to that main show is a very, very, very big high five from myself. Knowing the quality and the number of athletes that are coming this year, I am stoked and so proud.
Can I just say a little something about the number of athletes?
Yeah.
Well, the number of athletes we had last year, we've already surpassed that number. So you guys can go do your history and find out how many athletes we had last year. But we've surpassed that number.
And we're just online.
Online. So and we still got, I think, 3 days left for you to enter online.
Whoever rocks it on the day.
Yeah. So I've also had a lot of people that I see for the posing have said to me, is there lots of athletes in my lineup? And I'm like, there's lots of athletes in every lineup. So this is never going to be a small show. And we've got a lot of new people, a lot of people that have been on stage years ago that are coming back. I'm so excited for the show.
Super stoked, guys. But info, if you're feeling like you don't know anything, reach out to us. We will endeavor to ensure we give you the correct guidance as far ahead in advance as we can. Obviously, certain things you ask us, we'll say, well, we'll only define who's doing what posing routines by the athletes meeting, so that we know how many we're dealing with. If we can squeeze more people out in the time frame that we have, we will do so. We're trying to build a production, and you are our stars. So let us work with the time frames. We want to be done by a certain time so that we can still get out with the families for dinner, and enjoy the evening in a nice surround setting. That's in a decent time rather than too late. But let's see what we can do.
But if you are an overall winner, please can you stay till the end? There will be an overall photo, so yes, we do request that the overall winner stays till the end, and then we can also inform you if there's anything else that we're going to be doing with you guys post-show. We can let you know right there and then. So last question in from Jesse: what documents do we need to bring through for registration? So once your order's been complete, you would have received your order confirmation. You can bring that along with your ID document, or just your ID document, so that we can just verify that it's you. Also, your ID document is important if you are a junior or master, so we need to just verify your age. And I have actually had quite a few juniors ask me, if I'm 23 and 3 months, can I enter the junior under 23? So you need to be under 23 on the day of contest. So you can be 22 and 364 days old and you can enter juniors. So I hope that clarifies. And for the teen division, don't forget we've got the teen division. So if you are a teen, that is there for you, and you can still cross over to the other divisions, but go for that team award. We want to get some teen champions, defending champions for next year. So that division is for 13 to 19 years old. Masters for the ladies is over 35, and for the gents we have got masters over 40 and over 50 in all the divisions.
Okay, and then some of those that have asked, the novice and the masters guys, we don't split the height categories or weight categories. It's one lineup, so it's a bit of a melting pot, and often is more difficult to assess who wins that, because you've got the shorties with the tallies. It's a real adventure. That's why I encourage a crossover and make sure that you're doing like the novice, the masters, and the opens, so you really get a fair assessment and judgment from your package that you bring on the show day.
Yeah, and just a note there from the Ubertan Pro Elite, that the top 10 athletes will get their tans touched up and looking amazing for them coming back at main show.
So yeah, that's why we encourage the on-site services, guys. Is purely just because we know that you are customers and you need to be looked after, and stuff happens in the day. So that's strongly encouraged that you look at using the on-site services and supports for your hair, your makeup, your tan. The team will not leave until that last lineup is on stage. That's my reassurance to you.
Yeah.
Coaches, any coaches that have got athletes that have registered and have got more than 5 athletes, the system will automatically show up that coach so-and-so has 5 athletes.
Yeah, but in saying that, the
will
athletes
get a backstage pass. So
yes.
Please, for those coaches that know that have more than 5, that say, hey, get your athletes registered so that you can get that ahead of time and made up, and be available for you. Otherwise, you'll be asking and standing in the line with everybody else. Please, yeah.
Yeah, so what I wanted to say is, if you're a coach and you know that you've got more than 5 athletes, drop me an email, candy@champagneproductions.co.za, with their names, because a lot of the athletes have not put their coach or team names in. So that is information we'll ask them again at registration. But if you know ahead of time, then just hit me up and I'll get you sorted.
That, in essence, guys, if you fail to assign your squad to us, points go unallocated. Those unallocated points define where your placing is in the show, and that's your brag spot for the next year. If you up in the top 5, top 2, top 3, or you're last on the list, that's your spot. So bring your squad, let us know about it, so we can align it, get you those points, and you can see where you measure up.
Yeah, it's important that we know who you've coached. I mean, there's certain criteria to get listed on the coaches portal, so that's your way to collect your CV, I guess. Let us
Cool.
know.
So that's us.
That's us. I don't see any more questions coming in, so 5 days out, guys. The excitement is real. Oh, no. We have to quickly mention sponsors. That's important. So we are very happy to have back on board as silver sponsors. We've got Trifocus Fitness Academy, SPN Nutrition are back on board, Dyna Health, and Steel Fit. Our gold sponsors, we're very excited to have Evox, Muscle Junkie, Super Shape, and SSN on board. They came in with amazing prizes at the Eye Candies, so we're excited to have them back on board with us. Our platinum sponsors, Dolls and Dukes, Top Tan, and Emperor Wear are there. And then a huge thank you to our trophy and medal sponsor for 2019 Muscle Militia Grand Prix, Irfan Slamdin. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all the support that we are getting from all our sponsors that have come on board and are taking this ride with us.
Yeah, and if there's any other brands or people that want to get involved with our shows, we've got some space at Muscle Militia, and then more importantly, the Big Man Weekend. We'd like to put on a festival with that show. So get everybody, your brands, get aligned, get with us. We'll have an amazing international event on the 19th of October.
Yeah, excited. It's almost there. See you guys soon.